To collect money from citizens of the state of Wisconsin, for which the government has no pre-planned need as determined in the highly examined, debated, and deliberated biennial budget, is nothing short of robbery. Never should our state government think themselves smarter and better than the citizenry whom we represent. We are not and should never attempt to be nannies by exerting more control of the funds that our residents have worked so laboriously to obtain, thinking that we know better how to spend their money than they do. We certainly need to conduct the state business as the citizens have appointed us to do so, to protect them, to provide economic stability, to make the state a home where they can adequately and safely raise their families. But we only need to collect the money to do those things that our constituents have indicated they want us to do. This past biennium, our state collected too much money in taxes, which resulted in a burden on our citizens. This excess money resulted in a surplus beyond what was budgeted. We should not repeat this by continuing to charge the same amount of taxes when it is a fact that we had a large surplus. The citizens of Wisconsin must be allowed to spend their money as they determine, not as the state determines. Our citizens are bright and intelligent and know how and when to spend their money. To deny them the access to their hard-earned dollars by continuing the current tax rate of 5.3% in that third bracket is not fair or right. We need to take care of our citizens' economic stability and not run them out of our state because of income taxes that are too high. Our high middle-class income tax is a detriment to our state. It discourages our own citizens from continuing to live here, as well as preventing new residents from making Wisconsin their home. Eliminating the tax on the retirement income is a needed measure to retain our retirees in the state of Wisconsin. Too many leave our state to reside in other states where income taxes are lower or non-existent. We need our residents to remain here in Wisconsin. We need to attract other retirees to our state. My sister was recently widowed. I encouraged her to move here to Wisconsin so that she could be near family. She deliberated for many months, almost an entire year, on this decision, and her number one criteria of whether to move to Wisconsin or not was the income tax. She's a very frugal person with finances. It needs to be, as she's a widow now, and she didn't want to move here because of the income tax. I finally convinced her because I'm here. Most of her family is here. She was considering Florida. She was considering Texas, but she finally decided to move to Wisconsin just for the sake of family. However, she just told me yesterday, we had made a press release about these particular bills that were coming out. And I told her, I mentioned her during the press release, and she says, oh, and I never told you all my 401k before I left the state where I was. She said, I withdrew it all because I knew they were going to tax me in Wisconsin. And she withdrew it all. Now, and it's too bad because if this is retroactive, then she...
Plus she incurred the federal incurred the federal tax on that, so.
Yeah, she did. But she was, it's like, anyway, we need to be smart economically for our citizens' sake and the economic well-being of our state. I'm in favor of AB 386 to lower the individual income tax rates in the third bracket, increase and expand the retirement income subtraction.